Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Irene. I'm back after so long. Like months and months on break from this channel. But here I am. I'm in a completely different country. So, yeah, this is a little chit-chat get ready with me. So I just thought I'd fill you in and just sort of like, I don't know, tell you about my life, the course it's going in. Just sort of vent to you, or vent to my camera, and then you'll see it after. Okay, so honestly, I don't even know where to begin. I think I should just start by telling you a little bit about why I was absent for so long. It was the end of my senior year when I started to sort of back away from YouTube and not do it as often. The list goes on and on for the end of high school. It's crazy how many things you have to get done in such a short amount of time. And one of those is choosing what college you want to go to, what you want to study, to set yourself up for the rest of your life. My whole life I've wanted to study animal biology, but I have so many other passions, many of them being in the arts, and I just felt like I owed it to myself to nurture those passions of mine. I kind of wanted to explore the possibility of taking the road less traveled and not just jumping the gun and going straight to college to study biology. It was recommended by my dad actually, which is insane because typically parents are more traditional and they want you to go straight to college. My dad really wanted me to experience more life, do some traveling before I started school, and one of his reasons being that I would go to college, get out, be in debt, start my career, but I would never really have time for myself to travel on my own before life really started picking up, and then I had no time to do so. So he by no means forced me on this venture. I wanted to go, of course, but in the back of my mind, I was always very afraid of falling behind. And this was my initial thoughts on the whole gap year thing, which by the way, I'm taking a semester off of school. I guess I should have told you this first. Either that or a full year. I'm not really sure yet. But yeah, that's what I chose to do before starting school. Okay, now back to my story. I was afraid that I would fall behind, and I didn't want to be behind where all my friends were because they would be 1 year ahead of me from now on. And then it occurred to me, and my dad told me, everyone has their own track, their own pace to life, different goals. So I already knew that if I was taking this break before going back to school, I wanted to come to Greece. This was because I haven't done much traveling in my life. The only traveling I've done is within the US. My whole life I've just sort of stayed in my little California bubble. My family's from here, so I thought it would be a great first experience, you know, to first come here and see the island where my family lives. It was really convenient for me to come here because the living situation was already sort of set up for me, just because my family has a house here because of my grandparents, and this house is used between like my family. This is my first time ever coming here, but my cousins have been coming here and like working on the house. I'm really grateful for this opportunity and for this very easy setup for me. I just sort of came here, the whole house was set up, and I really like already felt at home because it is like another home to my family. I'm a firm believer that traveling and going out and actually experiencing life is just as great of a way to gain knowledge. I'm learning a lot about the culture here, my people's culture, as well as about myself. I feel like the whole purpose of this was to sort of get my groundings, figure out what I wanted to do with my life. And not saying that you have to travel super far away from where you live in order to figure out what you want to do with your life, but in my case, I just really wanted to explore more of my artsy hobbies. The whole first half of my trip has been go, go, go. We're always on the move. We would go out at 1 in the morning and come back 6 in the morning, and then we'd sleep for just a little bit before getting up and going to the beach during the day, and then we'd take a little nap after the beach before getting up again at 1 in the morning and going out, and it was just like totally different here. But it did take a fairly large toll on my health. I could feel just my exhaustion. We would go up to the castle and watch the sunset, watch the sunrise, go get food at 2 in the morning. It was just like, what's really fun though is that it's such a small island, like you can walk everywhere, and everything's virtually right next door to each other. My favorite part has been meeting new people. I've met people from all around the world, and it's crazy because being back home, if someone like, for example, gets a foreign exchange student, everyone's like, oh my god, they're foreign, that's so cool, listen to their accent. It's such an interesting thing when like people from other countries come to the US, and coming here, it's like you meet someone from around the world every single day, and it's become like normal to me. I've met people from Australia, Dubai, London, Germany, Denmark, Bulgaria, Greece, obviously. I never expected to meet this many people. They're very welcoming here with open arms. They just want to have a good time and like be friends with everybody. I've brought a journal. I've done a lot of writing because it's something I really love to do. Just sort of reflecting on my time here and the things I've experienced. Touristy season started ending and people started leaving, and now the island is very like serene and calm, and I go to sleep at a regular time, which is very nice. A lot of my friends that I've met along the way have gone back to school in Athens or back to wherever they're from, but I have enjoyed my time alone as well, just because we were so on the move when everyone was here, and it's been nice to just sort of relax and do my own thing. I think now that it's a little calmer, I'm gonna start like bringing my camera out more. My parents were actually like, you need to post more pictures online so we can see what you're doing. You need to be more active on social media. And I'm like, what parents ever say that? But like, they really want to see what I'm up to. Little do they know, I haven't gone completely MIA as far as pictures are concerned. I've definitely been taking a lot of pictures, just not posting them. I feel like I want to keep them for me and for my family, and I'm planning on making a scrapbook once I go back home. So yeah, that's the deal with that. I've been taking a lot of pictures of the beautiful architecture and like the castle and the sunsets and sunrises and all of that stuff. I am cooking, which I did like to cook at home, but I'm cooking more here because I don't have my mom to make her nice home-cooked meals, which I do miss because, you know, you can make the same recipe as your mom, but when your mom makes it, it's just so much better, you know? And yeah, that's basically what I've been up to. That's why I've been MIA. I just didn't want to be as active on social media. I really wanted to go out and actually experience life and like do stuff, you know? We took this boat out to the little neighboring islands on like the second day that I was over here. And we hiked over this very small island, swam through the caves, climbed up some rocks, cliff jumped, and it was just so much fun. I found myself doing things that I thought I would always be too afraid to try, and eating things that I always thought would gross me out, but they ended up being good and I liked them. And like, also, when I'm in a position where I don't know a lot of people, I tend to become very introverted. I have grown up with the same group of friends basically my whole life, give or take a couple here or there. So I was always very shy, and like meeting new people made me very anxious. But coming here, I was forced to meet new people. Otherwise, I would be alone completely, and that wouldn't be any fun. Now it's like I'm addicted to it. I love meeting new people. Everyone who comes to this island sort of gets a little bit of an attachment with it, and they all seem to love coming back every single summer. Next year, I really want to come back with my sister, my dad, my mom, my cousins, like all of us at once. I know I'll never forget this experience, and I don't know why I'm talking about it like I'm like leaving tomorrow. I still have quite a bit of time here. I'm leaving October 14th. And yeah, so by the time I leave, get back home, it will have been 3 months in Greece. Quite a long time away from home. I'll admit, I really miss home. I miss like my good friends, and especially my family, oh my god. And my little sister, man, I miss her. When we were in Athens for 3 days, I bought her so many things. I got her like this cute little backpack. It's really small, handmade. I actually have a similar one, but mine is in my room and I just don't feel like getting up right now. God, man. I feel an emotional attachment to this island. Like, you have no idea. I love it so much. Although I've always wanted to study animal biology, in the back of my mind, I knew that there was more that I wanted, and I think that doing something in the arts would be good. For me, I think it's something I'm really passionate about, and coming here and writing and doing some photography. I don't know, when I get back, I may look into the Art Institute of San Francisco. I think that's what it's called. But I know San Francisco has an art school. I don't know, man. I may do that. Just swipe the brush on my eyeball. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love animals. Animal biology has always, like, since I was little, I've wanted to be a veterinarian. When I go back home, if I do start pursuing something in the arts, I am gonna make sure that I always give back to animals as well. Since I was younger, I've always wanted to volunteer at this animal shelter. I think I'm going to volunteer at that place, get a job, start saving up so I can start college not so broke. I really want to rekindle my passion for playing guitar, which I've missed doing so much. Every time I see someone like post a singing video on Instagram or something, it just really makes me miss it and wish that I never let like my busy schedule push guitar to the back burner. I don't want to feel like I missed out on anything that I really love in life. So even saying that, like, I feel my throat like get all knotted up. I don't know that that's the right expression to use. It just makes me emotional. I can really rekindle all of those things that I love and then make my decision on what I want to pursue for sure, you know? I think by the time I'm ready to go back to school, I'm going to know. And I'm just gonna understand myself better and know what I want to do. Also, I tend to be a very routine person. I love having my routine. I'm not very good with change. So I think that coming here really helped to clear my mind because I was forced out of my everyday routine by a huge amount. Like, it wasn't even like I changed one thing in my routine. Like, my entire life is different here. That was my little spiel, my long spiel that seemed never ending, but here I am. It did come to an end. I typically don't do eyeshadow, but I just did eyeshadow because for the sake of the video. Yeah. My voice hurts from talking so much. I think I'm just gonna finish off this look with some gloss. Also, going off of the idea that you can gain knowledge from traveling, I've learned a lot of Greek here. And I just took my official first Greek class. Everything I've learned so far, I've learned from friends and just from being around people speaking all the time. But there is a teacher on the island. I took my first class with her yesterday. She gave me some books to help me study. But yeah, so this is my finished look. For the rest of my outfit, I bought this and then olive colored flowy pants, which I love. Make sure you subscribe and leave this video a like and a comment letting me know what you thought, and if you have any video suggestions, let me know those too. And I think that is it, so peace.